Has WWE WrestleMania 40's main event plans been revealed? Well, we'll find out, won't we? An ex-WWE superstar has debuted in Impact, and a huge stipulation has been announced for Jon Moxley versus Kenny Omega. Stay tuned for the news. So, Adam, as we are now in the weeds, we are setting the scene for the next year of WWE WrestleMania 39. The sunset has setted on the sun of WrestleMania 39, and we're heading towards WrestleMania 40. It still seems a little bit away, young man.
Yeah, we haven't quite hit the road to WrestleMania yet.
Not quite yet. However,
we're at a service station right now. But get Backlash out of the way, then we'll get back on the motorway.
We're at Greg's. It seems as though, however, things may be planned, being set in motion for what the main event for WrestleMania 40 could very well be. So, as we were saying, it's still a way off. However, WWE are already putting preliminary plans for the Showcase of Immortals together, including ideas for what could headline the two-night show in April 2024. Now, according to WrestleVotes via Give Me Sport, one match is on the table. To main event WrestleMania 40 is Roman Reigns versus Cody Rhodes.
Oh, right.
They say, I can say this, you're right there. You were so excited. I can say this, the rematch that's at the forefront of everybody's mind, Cody versus Roman, is very much on the table to main event in Philadelphia next year. And that was from WrestleVotes themselves. What do you reckon to this then?
Well, I'm livid with The Rock, who's not putting the effort in.
No.
Obviously, if they can get The Rock match, they'll do The Rock match. But if this is the plan, it indicates that Roman Reigns is holding that belt, or those belts, for another year. And the story will probably, hopefully, be finished in a year's time.
We'll see.
The concern there is, how do you keep Cody the top babyface in the company until then? Because I think it's a tough one with Cody. Fans have a reputation for turning on him a little bit. Which isn't... you've got a year, right? As long as they don't do it super near the super near WrestleMania or something like that. He could have a little heel spell. I don't think it makes sense, but I would be worried that the fans are going to just turn on Cody before that takes place, and then plans are ruined, don't they?
No, I completely agree, because I feel like if you have to stretch out, if WWE are like, we need to keep him babyface up until this point, and they stretch it out for that amount of time, it can wear a little bit thin for sure. And I mean, what do you have him do? Keep him on the back foot for the longest time, but then at the same time, people are going to be like, if he's on the back foot all the time, is he really going to defeat Roman Reigns? You have to make him incredible.
If he overcomes the odds every time, but that's going to get stale after a year. And you're starting with such a big one with Brock Lesnar. It's like, okay, so you're overcoming the final boss, and then, I don't know, in 2 months' time, you got to overcome Bronson Reed. No offense to Bronson Reed, do you know what I mean? It's like you're starting so high. How do you keep Cody down and keep fighting back and overcoming those odds? I think that's tough.
It is very, very tough. I mean, it remains to be seen. Maybe we do see him pick up the World Heavyweight Championship, and then something happens, like some dastardly move takes it away from him.
Maybe.
And then he has to go.
But it's not his goal. I don't think he should even be setting his sights on that title necessarily. I think Cody should not be holding a world title until he holds the WWE title, the Undisputed.
Because then it does feel like a consolation prize then, doesn't it?
Oh, yeah,
for Cody to hold it, that does feel like...
There's nobody that it feels like a bigger consolation prize than Cody. Like, after losing at WrestleMania so recently, I think the winner of the World Heavyweight Championship needs to be somebody that Roman hasn't beaten, or at least hasn't beaten clean, which is why Seth Rollins, I think, is the forerunner.
I think you are right there. Well, moving on from WWE,
just as they put... What? I think you are right there.
I think you are right there. Moving on from WWE, and the person that did move on from WWE, it's the next WWE star debuting in Impact.
It's a big one.
It is. Trinity Fatu has made her Impact debut at the tapings last night. So at the Impact Wrestling tapings last night, Trinity, formerly known as Naomi in WWE, made her return to the Squared Circle. Now, Trinity made her intentions clear as she is looking to be crowned the Impact Women's Knockout Champion. Of course, she's going for the big one straight away. Trinity was then confronted, though, by Impact Knockouts Women's Champion Deonna Purrazzo. Then, Adam, by heck, it keeps on rolling. The next challenger for the Impact Women's Knockout Championship, who is Jordynne Grace, came out to the ring to remind the pair that she's the one next in line for a title shot. So also spotted in the crowd though, right? Which is really nice.
It is lovely.
Was Mercedes Moné and Mercedes Moné.
Yeah, right. And Mercedes Moné, her former tag team partner, real life bestie. So that, you know what, it's great to see her again. I think a lot of fans will be saying, and I think perhaps fairly, it's like, I bet you wish you didn't follow your mate out the door because you've ended up in Impact now. Like Mercedes is doing all this cool stuff and Trinity's ended up in Impact. I think one thing to note there is that Impact's women's division is possibly the best in North America. Like Impact's the Knockouts division is so strong. There's so much talent there. So if the whole thing is she wants to wrestle and she wants to have really good matches, I actually can't think of a better place for her than Impact Wrestling. That said, it's a step down on the ladder and it's a rundown and all that. So I can't imagine she's getting paid anywhere near what she'd be paid in with a WWE return or
that's
going to
very
wherever.
true. But as you say, I guess the thing there is if she is looking just to have solid matches, I know obviously money is a factor in these things as it should be as well for these talented stars. But however, if it is just the wrestling that she wants to do, fair enough. Go to Impact, have all these like banger matches because we know that Impact has banger matches. Yeah, maybe the eyes aren't on the product as much as other companies, but like more often than not, when we come out of like an Impact pay-per-view, we're like, that was good. That was really good. And Trinity's only going to add to that as well. We do know who Trinity's first opponent is going to be, though, it seems. In an update, Impact has announced that Fatu will make an in-ring debut at Saturday's tapings in a match that should air via Axis on Thursday, May 18th. Fatu will go against Knockouts World Tag Team Champion Kylie King.
Cool.
Which is very good. That's a very good first opponent to go up against.
Yeah, that'd be really decent. It's an obvious winner and all that, but it's fun, and that's like Saturday's taping, so we're a week away from that. You're gonna have to wait a bit to see it on telly and all that. But yeah, I think it's. I really just wish her the best. I think Naomi is so talented. And there's a part of me, because I don't watch Impact on the reg, there's a part of me I'm disappointed to not see her back in WWE. Yeah. But at the same time, if that gives people more of a reason to tune into Impact, then fantastic.
Definitely.
Good. And she's looking wonderful. And big shout out to Mercedes in the crowd as well.
Go on, Mercedes.
I wonder if she watched all the matches.
I wonder if somewhere down the line, we know that Impact and New Japan and other companies have little partnerships and they get to do things every now and then. Maybe we see Mercedes and Trinity go at it down
Forbidden
the
door.
line.
Forbidden door. There you go.
Who knows? It remains to be seen. However, speaking of Forbidden Doors, we're going over to the AEW side of things now. Over the landscape, over the sunset once again. I've had too much coffee this morning. So, we have a huge stipulation announced for a match between Jon Moxley and Kenny Omega. So, after the Blackpool Combat Club battered Takeshita at the end of this week's Dynamite, Kenny cut a promo challenging Moxley to a steel cage match, which was released on social media. Now, Moxley accepted the challenge, licking Takeshita's blood off his face.
He's a dirty bastard.
He's a dirty boy. Describing the familiar taste and vowing to break Omega's face inside the cage. Now, on last night's episode of Rampage, the cage match was made official. It'll take place on May 10th, on the May 10th episode of Dynamite in Detroit, Michigan.
Nice.
Oh, big old stipulation. That's a good match for them too, for sure. I'm looking forward to it.
Nice. I'm looking forward to the inevitable Elite versus BCC thing before their brand split happens, reportedly. Yeah, I think that's a really great. I'd love to see that live.
Yeah, me too. There's going to be some mental stuff going on.
I reckon.
Splashes off.
I reckon.
What do you reckon?
Moxley might bleed in that one.
Nah, I don't think so.
No.
Imagine if a cage had walls, it'd just fill up with blood and they'd both drown to death, wouldn't they? That would be sad. But before we get there, everybody, we're going to end on this. We have we know some matches that are going to appear on Dynamite next week, don't we?
Some of these we knew already.
Yeah, for sure. So we've got Darby Allin and Jungle Boy going up against MJF and Sammy Guevara. I believe if Darby Allin and Jungle Boy win this, they get inserted into the match at Double or Nothing.
That's right.
which is really exciting.
They might win.
I think they might win as well. I think it's going to be a 4-way match. It makes sense, doesn't it? We've also got Orange Cassidy, Roderick Strong and his little booties, Adam Cole and Bandido going up against the Jericho Appreciation Society in an 8-man tag.
Nice.
Looking forward to that. We've got the Tres de Mayo Trios Battle Royale. We've got Willow Nightingale versus Soraya, and Ricky Starks is going up against Juice Robinson.
There you go. Yeah, nice little dynamite there. Not too shabby.
Looking forward to that. Some good matches on there. But I'll tell you what else is good. The WWE Draft, everybody.
Bloody is.
Adam will be streaming the WWE Draft. He'll be doing his reactions, his watch-alongs, his batch on that. Batch on that? He's back on that. And you can see that on youtube.com/Cultaholic/live at time of when show goes up on the
1 a.m. on Monday, 1 till 4 I'll be live. 1 till 4. In the morning. Looking forward to it. Thanks to everybody who tuned in last night, by the way. I had a whale of a time. It was fun.
Thank you very, very much. I had too much coffee. I apologise for the ramblings and everything, but it's been fun. It's Saturday. Go play Jedi Survivor. Have a lovely time. And until the next one, it's been a pleasure. Bye.